Hey, it's just me again. And maybe you too. You ever feel like life got, not necessarily worse, but just heavier? Like everything takes more effort than it used to. There was a time I could crash at 2 a.m., be up at 7, gulp a coffee, fire off 3 emails, sprint into work mode, and still feel like I was winning. Tired? Sure. But functional. Even proud. And then one day, I didn't get up. I didn't sprint. I didn't do the thing. And it didn't feel like a crisis. Just a regular day. A quiet surrender. It's like I clocked out of my own shift without telling myself. No grand breakdown. No I give up speech. Just this slow fade into a May. And I started asking myself, when did things start feeling so much harder? I'm not talking about tragedy or burnout. I'm talking about everyday stuff, reading a new article, learning something, keeping focus, finishing that one task that's been sitting there for a week, remembering where the hell I put my keys. It's not that I don't care anymore. It's that everything feels heavier. I'm still the same person, but the energy, different. The drive, quieter. The way I relate to myself, almost like learning a new language. So yeah, that's why I'm here. Not to give advice, not to preach productivity, but to figure this out loud. If you're feeling it too, welcome. Let me break it down. What actually changed? First off, my memory. It's not gone, but it's selective in weird ways. I'll forget why I walked into a room, but remember what someone said to me on a Tuesday in 2009 while we were making tea. Focus. Shot. I used to get in the zone and stay there for hours. Now it's 3 tabs open, 1 notification, a sudden urge to check why woodpeckers don't get headaches, and poof. Task gone. But that's the surface stuff. The harder part. What's missing in my head? Or maybe in my gut? I used to feel this fire. Like I had something to prove. Something to chase. Even if I didn't know exactly what it was. Now? Sometimes I sit in front of a task and just feel nothing. Not dread. Not fear. Just 0 voltage. Flat line. And that's new. And weird. And if I'm honest, a little scary. Not because I want to go back to the grind and hustle, but because I'm not sure what replaces that fire once it dims. I don't want to live in constant push mode, but I also don't want to fade into the grey. So yeah, something got harder. And I don't think I'm the only one. Want to hear what I'm trying instead? So here's where I'm at. I stopped trying to push through it. I'm not forcing anything anymore. That stopped working a long time ago. Instead, I'm trying to pay attention. To notice when I feel even a little spark. Like, hey, that idea's kind of cool. Or, I wouldn't mind working on that. Even if it's small. Especially if it's small. I stopped aiming for big motivation. I started aiming for tiny momentum. I also started talking to myself differently. Not in some weird mirror affirmation way. Just less judgment. More curiosity. Like, why don't I want to do this? Not what's wrong with me, but what's going on. And I'm learning that it's not laziness. It's friction. It's a mismatch. Sometimes the thing I'm avoiding just doesn't matter to me anymore, even if it looks important on paper. So I try to adjust. Shift direction. Find ways to work with myself, not against me. It's slower. Less impressive, but it feels more real. And you know what? It works. Not always. Not magically. But enough to keep going. That's where I'm at. If you're in that place too, welcome. That's all for today. Keep walking your path.